Yo, what's poppin', y'all? Y'all know who it is. It's your girl, Simply, aka Simply Saucy, aka y'all know what time it is. Yeah. Hey, man. I had the mic laying down, so I don't know if y'all heard that, but y'all know the intro. Um, as y'all can see, I'm chilling real hard right now. But anyways, yeah, like I said, Simply Saucy, all that, da 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 da. Welcome back. If you new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you tap in. I have a phone number that you can hit up. I have an email that you can hit up. And you can also hit me up and follow me on all platforms at Simply Saucy. But yeah, welcome back and welcome to the new folks. And what was I about to say? Oh my God, I knew what I was going to start off with. And then I just forgot. But oh yeah, I was gonna talk about what I'm doing. So I'm chilling right now. As you can see, my setup is on the floor. Really just relaxed. So relaxed. I should clip this to my shirt. And let's see how it go. Okay. Yeah, just trying to relax and create a chill environment. I got more videos coming like this in this setting with me, with other people. And yeah, I want to create a real comfortable, inviting space. So that's what I'm working on. I do have pillows, but I left them at home. But so the aesthetics is not all the way there yet, but we're going to get it there, y'all. But anyways, so I wanted to do story time today. And so I'm going to tell a story about when I was a side piece. Ta ta ta. Ta ta ta. So this was a long time ago. This was a long time ago. Wow, time really fly, y'all. So I don't know. I may have been like 18 or 19 years old, and my birthday just passed, and I just turned 30 years old. So time fly. Take advantage of time, y'all. Time fly. Okay, so I was probably like 18 or 19 years old. I had just kind of got out of a little relationship / situationship. It was kind of back and forth. And then I went to Pride with my twin. Shout out my twin. I went to Pride with my twin one year, and we was just okay. I gotta refrain from cursing, so I need to keep reminding myself that. But we was just, let me fix my shirt too, because I be hating how my shirt's looking. We was just on we was just, oh my goodness, we were just hopping on women frequently that day. And I seen this girl. She called, no, she seen me because she pulled my hair. I had these super long twists in. I'll put a picture up. I wish this was over more, or something. Is that more center? Am I more center now? We're gonna figure these logistics out as we go. Anyways, so she seen me and she pulled my hair. I had these super long twists. Like I said, okay, I'll put a picture up. I'm gonna put a picture up. And she pulled my hair. We was in the crowd. Everybody was dancing. It was like back when they used to have a whole street blocked off to have they had a DJ booth. The street was blocked off, and it was like a big rave. I don't know if they still do it, because I don't ever go to Pride at the times I feel like where they doing stuff, but this is what they used to do back then. You had to kind of go wiggle through a gate and get scanned before you went in or whatever. And she pulled my hair kind of hard, and I was like, what the f-? And I was like, what the what? And then I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, she cute. So I'm super shy. I'm very shy, and I always have been. And I don't think I realized how shy I was until recently, but I am really shy. So I didn't say nothing initially. Fast forward, the night kind of go on, but I had thought damn, I wish I would have talked to her, got her number or something. But whatever. So we still having a good time, like I said, because we were still doing a lot of other stuff, me and my twin. And then I see her standing somewhere. No, I did see her standing somewhere, but I still didn't get her attention. Or maybe we got each other's Instagrams or something, or I can't even really remember, but it was no exchanging of numbers or nothing like that. It was no like real like approach. It was, I cannot remember. I'm drawing a blank. Y'all, it's been too long. Anyway, so somehow, one way or another, I want to say it was on Instagram when I really found her. And I don't even know how I found her, but y'all know how you go to somebody's page, you looking at everybody pride posts, you go to one person to another person to another person, and I feel like something like that happened. So found this girl page, followed her. I probably didn't say nothing at first, like as soon as I followed her, but I really, I think she commented on like an old picture, and it just kind of opened the door up, so I think she wanted to say something, but then obviously the story is I'm a side piece, so she had something going on, but she couldn't really say nothing, so she like commented on something, and then I let her know like, oh yeah, like you pulled my hair at Pride or whatever, I wanted to come say something to you, blah blah blah. Also, I'm like, Jesus, like girl, man up. Anyways, okay, so we kind of got connected on Instagram. I want to say one thing led to another, and we, let's see, okay, so now me trying to tell a story and I can't even remember the story. We ended up meeting up with each other some way, somehow, and we kind of hit it off, and we was together for it may have been like pull up to my house. Like I think she was on that, like pull up to my house, because I don't feel like we ever even went on no date or nothing like that. We never went on no date, absolutely not, actually. So she gave me her address. She lived in the West. I went to the West. We stayed at her house for like a night, and then we walked to the bar the next night and went to my house, and then we stayed at my house, and then the next day or that night whenever she left, and then what happened, and so we was texting and we was talking, like, you know, because we had just spent a lot of time together and amongst other things. And yeah, like we had just did a lot, okay, in 2 days, and I was just like, okay, where is this girl? So I'm texting her, she not texting me back. I get kind of worried, but we young, so it's like I'm on the bus going to work, and I'm thinking like, girl, damn, she not texting me back, and like I was really feeling her, so I was kind of like nervous, like what happened? And this was probably the first and only time that I had ever been really like ghosted, like by somebody that I was dealing with. So I didn't talk to her for like days. Like it had been some days, and I was fake calling her like all the time, like trying to see if she'd pick up. She wouldn't pick up. So one day I was on the bus on my way to work, and this girl texted me this whole little paragraph like, I'm like, hey, I've been meaning to get in contact with you or respond to you, but like I'm in a relationship, I'm back in my relationship, and I'm sorry if I led you on, and blah blah blah. And I don't remember everything else that she said in the message, but it was basically like a confessional slash apology slash I'm wrapping this up and ending it here. And man, when I tell you I could have been in front of the bus that I was on getting smacked, like that's how I felt. It was like, oh my God, like it was so shell shocking. Like I would have never expected it. And my feelings was hell hurt. Like my feelings was so hurt. Oh my goodness. And then, so that happened. And then afterwards, one thing led to her relationship was basically going downhill. Like, let's just be honest. Like, she's not in a relationship no more or nothing like that. But her relationship was going downhill, and she would still hit me up, and I would still answer and let her slide and pull up. Like, she'd be like, I'm about to pull up to your house, da 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 da. And I'll let her pull up, or you know, pull up on her at her granny house, or I don't know if she was living there, but I think she was. And She lived in Berkeley and I lived in Hayward. So it was a little distance too, but I would have a car sometimes and she would have, okay, whatever. Let me not spill it yet. She would have her ex car sometimes and pull up on me in her ex car. And which she did a few times, like when I was at home or my sister's house or a friend's house or anything like that. That's most of the time what she would do. And I would pull up on her in my mama car or whatever car, my sister's car, whatever car I can get my hands on. And but she only pulled up on me like twice in that car. And yeah, so and I had just bought me a car too, so I was really like sticking and moving. But okay, so fast forward, so we still dealing with each other. She was bringing her best friend over with her, probably to cover and to vouch for her when she would pull up at my house and they would spend the night. They would leave hella early in the morning, and then I'll probably see her like, I don't know, in another week or something like that, and we would chit chat every now and again. But sometimes we'd be at the house like laid up, living our little cheating ass lives, or her cheating ass life, my side piece ass life. And her girl would call her, and yes, that would be off and on, but you know how it go when you like in the beginning of breaking up, especially on some like gay, like you just know that it might take a minute, especially if y'all living together and it's been a few years and stuff like that. So they kind of in the beginning stages. So she would come and be at the house, and she would literally be laid up with me and bounce up to like walk near the window and be on the phone with this girl like, yeah, no, well, what you doing? Like, oh, you on your break? Da, 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 like, da, 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 and like talk to this girl. And I just be sitting there like, I'm really dealing with this. But then not really tripping either, because I did really like her, but also I knew how to deal with her too. So like, it was fun to like deal with her, but I knew that I could never take her serious and that we would never take each other serious, because I mean, you know, you lose them how you get them. And I just felt like once she had hurt my feelings like really bad a couple times, I knew I couldn't bear to put myself through nothing like that again, because I'm already not like a sensitive person to be hella vulnerable and liking people and stuff like that. So it just felt like, and then I had just went through something with another girl. So it was just like, damn, my voice all groggy and stuff. Oops, hold on, y'all. So I'm like shaking a little bit. Okay. I am just getting through the battle with my allergies, y'all, like just barely. So bear with me. My regular voice is coming back. It will be back. But so she would be on the phone with her while we laid up, or she would get up and be on the phone with her, like sneaking, trying to be quiet and stuff like that. She would come see me all the time. She would tell me about her relationship, like, and where it's going bad. Y'all know how I go. Like, if you ever been in a situation where either you had a side piece or you was a side piece, like, you know how those conversations go. Like, you really get to know somebody, because I mean, we already hiding something. It's like, what else, excuse me, do I have to hide from you? Like, we already a secret as it is. So she would just tell me everything, and I was still doing me, like with other women and stuff like that, but I was feeling her the most. And knowing I couldn't be with that girl, still feeling her the most, still giving her the leverage, like still letting her, like, if however many females say, oh, I want to come over, I want to kick it, I want to do whatever, like I would be like, all right, let me let her come, because like I wanted to be around her. Like, I was such a simp. Good thing I got a woman that's good to me now, because man. But anyways, so she playing back and forth, playing both sides, but telling me everything. Okay, so push come to shove, we dealing with each other like off and on for a minute, maybe like a year or some change or something. And her girlfriend ended up finding out, of course. Like, when I tell y'all, we had secret calculator apps to like send pictures, to like text on, like the whole 9 yards. We had everything there was to like keep our stuff a secret. Well, for her mostly. And then I mean, I was dealing with women, but not like that. I think I just thought it was like I don't know. I just felt it was safe because it was like other pictures, like it was like, other graphic stuff. So, but whatever. But so she eventually got caught up. Had this girl texting my phone like how could you, like I know her, right? She was like, how could you breaking up a happy home, you should feel terrible, like, like what if this was you? And I don't know, it wasn't necessarily like no threats or nothing like that. It was just more so like, how could you, like, we happy and you should be like a good gay in the community and not like be cheating with my girlfriend, like, it was like more like that. And then but then she did say some little slick stuff and I was just like, I don't know, I don't think we had a conversation. I think it was like a text, and I was like, look, I'm not the one that you lay down with every night or talk to every day or said that I would be with and loyal to. It wasn't me. So I'm not the person that you should be talking to, period. Like, you need to be taking that energy somewhere else because it's no way I'm going to solve your problem. It's like, I mean, yeah, sure, I could stop picking up my phone for her and letting her come over to my house or something like that. But I don't know. It just, I mean, I felt selfish too because my feelings was involved. So I didn't want to completely leave myself out of it. So I just felt like, hey, listen, if we having a good time, then we having a good time. I just felt like it wasn't no harm, no foul for me. It's like, and like I said, her relationship was clearly going downhill. So I wasn't about to insert myself and say, hey, let me be the fucking martyr here and help y'all out to be a happy couple, because they ended up breaking up anyways. So yeah, and then like I said, I was dealing with but what was the tipping point? I know on another episode that I was talking about how this girl called me and was like, while I was like barely asleep, saying, I want to be with you, like I left her. Like, this is that girl. So she played me then and there too. Like, slap girl, she just had my around circles. And so she played me there too, acting like, calling me out my sleep, acting like we gonna be together, lying to me about her relationship, and then coming back to me non-stop saying they was broken up and that she not cheating. But then it just got to the point where I was like, I know that you cheated and I'm just kind of going along with it. And then yeah, and then she started dealing with this other girl, and then we started to talk like sparsely. Like, we would kind of connect sometimes, but nothing too crazy. Like, it would be like random late night conversations. We'd be on like Snapchat or something and we'd end up having a conversation, but it was never like how it was when she was actually in our relationship and cheating, and we was kind of going back and forth. So, but it was one day where she was like, okay, I really want to be with you. Like, when I tell you we done, I gotta move my stuff out like you already know I did. Which she was taking the steps to kind of get away from this girl because their relationship just was becoming unhealthy. Y'all already know it get to a point where it's kind of like nobody is like bad or better than the other. It's just kind of like done. And it's just a matter of time before it kind of like wrap up. So that was at that point. And she was like moved out of her spot and back into like living with her people and everything. And she was like, I want to be with you, like I'm sorry for everything, like I'm gonna take it serious this time and all this other shit. But from everything that she had lied to me about prior, it was just that I couldn't give her the same energy. So it was no way that I was gonna be able to really be with her, trust her, love her. And I think that either you gonna do what you did to that girl to me, or you don't even really mean what you saying and you're not even done with her. So I was just like, hell no. And I was dealing with this other girl, and then I basically chose up like, nah, like I got something else going on and it's actually like good for me and going somewhere. So no, which mind you, it wasn't good for me and it wasn't going nowhere. It was just something to do, I swear to God. So I cut her off. I think that was the tipping point where I had cut her off. Sure did. And then yeah, okay, yeah, then I cut her off for her. Sorry, I just had to like kind of catch up real quick. And then the next girl, see, that's probably why my situationships and relationships wasn't ending right, because they would start on some weird ass whim or something like complicated, nothing really simplified. And it's like, as simple as a motherfucker that I am, it was just like, it felt real rigorous when I come to think about it. But so the girl after her, mind you, I'm not going to get into a story about her, but the girl after her, just how I really ended up pursuing and getting to know her, and us even kicking it and doing anything, and you feel me, fucking around, was a bet. And it wasn't like no like mean bet or nothing like that, but it was like a bet. Like, it was something aligned. It was like, I bet I could, and you feel me, partner, like, I bet you can't. And then yeah, but it wasn't like no movie like, I bet you can't turn that ugly bitch cute. It was more like just some playful, like, spur of the moment type stuff. But yeah, so my take on being a side piece, y'all, is if you really don't want to be with nobody, like, if you really never want to be with nobody, like, I don't imagine myself being like living with somebody and growing old together, and having children and being in a household and a family together. If you don't envision that for your life, period, or it's something that you just don't want, it's not of interest, then it really don't feel like no harm, no foul if you a side piece, because things happen. Life is complicated. You never know where you will end up. You do always have an option. I hope that you always have the option, but it just feel like, if you don't see that for yourself, then, like, do you? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like break up a happy home, but is it really, like, how happy is it if the person is out pursuing? I'm not saying go out and look for people in relationships, but sometimes you just never know. So it's just like, if you just happen to be in a position to be a side piece, and if it's comfortable for you, then I just feel like, go ahead and do that. We're going to get to an age and a level of maturity where, how you see on movies where a wife be like, basically no, or even a husband kind of basically know she got something going on, tango classes with Esteban on Thursdays or something. It's like, you just kind of be like, take it to the chin and brush under the rug. Most people do. Some people don't. Some people, they going to talk about it. They going to divorce. They going to be single. They going to maybe all join together and try to figure something out with the marriage. But, a lot of people just don't like to cause ruckus, and they'll just sit there and kind of let the shit happen. So I don't know what type of person you are, but for me, I am very, like, I can't, like, lie and be, like, having hella stuff going on. Like, I could probably tell little white lies and stuff like that, and, like, hide little stuff, little irrelevant stuff or something like that. But I don't, like, have, like, a whole nother, like, person that I'm dealing with emotional ties to and, like, actually invested in. Or even if it's sexual, like, I'm really, like, fucking the shit out of, and then going home and acting like nothing happened. I just don't have that talent. Or call it what you want, but I can't do that, because it'll just be on my heart so heavy. Or it'll literally be something simple, like, if I had a side bitch and she made a good joke or something, we ate at a good spot or something like that, I'm telling you, I'm not good enough or quick enough on my toes to be like, oh, to not cross-reference the two, or like, oh, we been here, or oh, I don't know. Like, I'm dumb like that. So it's like, for those reasons, I choose not to. And because it's just, if you agree to be with somebody, then you should be with them. And then if y'all agree to be with other people, then y'all should be with other people. But I don't want my girl out there doing weird, shady shit to me either. So I just feel like, put out what you want to receive back in. I've said this before. That's what I try to focus on. Not to say I haven't slipped up. I done already told y'all, okay, that I have a track record. Yeah, and I have cheated before, but I mean, no excuse. I have cheated before, so it's like, yeah, I get it. And it's, for some people, it's like cheating is not a deal breaker. Like, and like I said, with that level of maturity and stuff like that, sometimes you just get through it. Like, sometimes you just be like, oh, we all got our shit. It's like, okay, they cheated for this reason, apologize, be honest, let's get through it, and let's be together. So sometimes shit work out like that too. But okay, so I didn't do a Simply Shady on the last segment, so I'm gonna do one right now. So Simply Shady, I'm not saying right, but Simply Shady, okay. And I didn't prepare one, but and I know I could think of one. I just need like 10 seconds. Like, ooh, this was a bad one, y'all. I felt real bad about this. And I wasn't even trying to think of something where I did somebody shady. I wanted to think of something where somebody did me shady. But I can't think of nothing but when I was bad. Oh, damn. Come on. What is something shady? I think I'm just stuck up on the story. I feel so bad. Okay. In high school, it was the end of either junior or senior year. And I never, like, I ain't grow up with ample funds. Feel me? So I would make happen what I needed to make happen and hustle and do what I needed to do to get me some money or whatever it is that I wanted. So I wanted a yearbook, and a classmate had left his on the corner of his desk. Class was out, and then he walked out and left with left without his yearbook. So I just casually walked out after everybody was kind of gone and nobody was really tripping off of nothing, and I picked up the yearbook and I took it. And the next day, bro, mind you, this teacher is like one of my favorite teachers. Like, this is really why I felt bad. Like, it was a bad thing to do, but she's like one of my favorite teachers. And she basically is what, like, the reason I graduated. Like, you know, she let me stay in her room past the time where I wasn't even supposed to be in there to finish up essays and homework and stuff like that at the end of the year to turn in and to be able to graduate. And I just had a lot of respect for her. And and it was in her class, and I took that yearbook, y'all, and then the next day she made like this whole announcement, like, but she was kind of serious, and she like, who took the yearbook? Like, I'm not standing for this. Like, whoa, like, just going bad. She was black, so she was like fake way going bad. And I was just like, I felt so bad and stupid that I didn't speak up. But then also deep down inside of me, like, I still wanted my yearbook. Oh, I feel so terrible about that. Like, and actually admitting that it was so bad. But yeah, maybe I'll return his yearbook because I do know who it is, and I don't even know if his signature's in it. And it's like, what if he didn't have like that? Because he was like on the, like, you know, not to be judgy, but what would look like poor side. Like, you know, he wore the same clothes. He had a little smell to him. And I'm not being funny, I swear to God. And I feel like the people who know me gonna know who this is if we went to high school together. I'm sorry. I'm about as many yearbook because now I feel like shit. Anyways, I appreciate y'all tuning in. This camera is about to cut off on me. God forgive me for taking that band yearbook. I don't want to say my teacher name because then they gonna know. Oh, I ain't got that. Okay, I'm gonna do something to make that right. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know who it is. It's your girl Simply, aka Simply Saucy, aka y'all know what time it is. God forgive me for taking that yearbook, please. And yeah, make sure y'all tune in. Text me, email me, DM me,